Philippines, elections are often more than just democratic process. They're a family affair. In many towns and cities, the same surnames appear on ballots year after year, passed down like a family heirloom. This is the reality of political dynasties. And for many Filipinos, it has become both familiar and frustrating. At first glance, it may seem harmless. After all, there are some families claim that they have the heart for service. Others even build strong reputations by completing projects or helping their communities. But when you look deeper, political dynasties raise serious ethical concerns. They represent power held tightly by a few, passed on from father to son, from mother to daughter, while the rest of the nation watches from the sidelines. Growing up in a community controlled by one political family feels like you're living inside a circle that is impossible to break into. Even if you are young, educated, passionate, and capable, you will always be just an ordinary citizen going up against a household name. The political arena becomes less about ideas and more about identity. Who your parents are matters more than what you are standing for. Your dreams of public service might never get a pass at barangay hall meeting. The biggest problem with political dynasties is not just who wins, it's about who gets left behind. New voices are silenced even before they are heard. Leadership becomes a closed door, and development often slows down because ideas are recycled instead of renewed. Some families treat public office like a personal property, using their position to benefit their own businesses, protect their interests, and shield themselves from accountability. And what is the saddest part? Many voters feel helpless because they have seen the same faces for years and they don't believe change is possible anymore. But we can't ignore the other side of the story. Some families under dynasties do serve with integrity. They build roads, offer scholarships, or show up during disasters. And it's true, serving the public is not something that only non dynastic leaders can do. But the real issue lies in choice. When elections only offer one dominant option, is it really a choice at all? The 1987 Constitution says political dynasties should be prohibited, but more than 3 decades later, no strong law exists to regulate them. Why? Because many of those who should pass the law come from dynasties themselves. It's a conflict of interest built into the system, and until that changes, the cycle continues. As a young Filipino and future professional, I find this reality both discouraging and motivating. Discouraging because it feels unfair, but motivating because I know that change starts with people who question the system and imagine something better. Political dynasties are not just a political issue, they are a human one. They affect the people's lives, limit possibilities, and shape our future in quiet but powerful ways. If we want a truly fair and democratic society, we must start valuing competence over connections and service over surnames. The Philippines deserves leaders who rise not because of their family name, but because of their heart, their values, and their genuine desire to serve the people. Well, maybe we can change the system overnight, but change doesn't always come in loud, sweeping moments. Sometimes It begins quietly in how we talk about these issues with our families, in how we question the familiar, and in how we vote with both our minds and hearts. We don't need to be politicians to make a difference. By staying informed, speaking up, and supporting leaders who truly serve, we help open the door for new voices and fairer choices. Even the smallest act, when done with courage and sincerity, can be the beginning of something much better.